Everybody agree to record. There you go. Let's go. So what you just saw there, just to let you know, that was actually from our event that we just had over in Las Vegas. And just to let you know what you're a part of, what has just happened here in the United States, that everybody, I mean, the buzz is out. Everybody's talking about it, is the number one direct selling company in the K beauty industry has come to the United States, and now in what, 9, 10 other countries. Our goal is to be in 50 countries within the next 5 years. So if you don't know, now you know. Here's one additional video as we get started. A lot of times we get caught up in the music there and the video, and we don't read what is actually on the screen. And I hope some of you all caught that, where we have patents and presidential awards and just all the different things that we have already been voted for in the industry, and already doing $2.5 billion in sales even before we actually evolved into that of the direct sales or the network marketing space. And I said that up front because, whoever invited you on here, let me just convey, one, I want you to thank them for inviting you on here. Two, I'm going to ask that you have an open mind, because they say the mind is like a parachute. It works best when it's open. And then on top of that, let me convey up front, this is not your grandmother's network marketing company. Let me say that clearly. You will hear that a few times, or you will get that if you stay until the end of this. And I'm gonna expedite this because I know this is a Monday night. I know, right, a lot of us on this call, or that you have a full-time job. So I want to thank you for taking out of your busy schedule to see this awesome information that someone invited you here to hear, because it's changing so many people's lives in so many ways. And so I'm Jermaine Johnson, and I don't make any apologies for me sounding like a preacher. But back in the day, my former life, I did. I used to be one of the top 5 youth pastors in the nation. I've been in Charisma, Christianity Today, Promise Keepers, BTTBN, come out of the Grand Old Church of God in Christ. Is that all right? Pentecostal, right? That's where I was born and raised. But yet some of the deacons at the church years ago started to take me around those Amway conventions and A.L. Williams. And so I will say, I'll be transparent. Look, I got involved in this industry of direct sales, relationship marketing, influence marketing, whatever you want to call it. Network. I got involved 35 years ago. Why is that? Because I saw people living their dreams, debt freedom, time freedom, and look, they were happy, right? So I said, I want that lifestyle too. I want freedom. So as soon as I could get in, I did. And I'm going to be transparent as your friend. I've done everything. So just relax. I know what's out there, been there, done that. I've done it all. Amway, Primerica, ACN, XL, candle parties, shoe parties, lingerie parties. I'm sorry. Pray for me. Please forgive me, y'all. I'm sorry. I did that. Look, Cutco, Kirby. I did the knives, vacuums, all those things, legal services. I made about $1 million doing that to go from being broke to making $30,000 in a day. Sometime was crazy. But I said, wow. But then from there, I got involved in the health and wellness space, right? And then particularly skincare some 15 years ago. And I saw how skincare was different. Look, even if we don't talk again, as your friend, let me give you an investor tip. There's 5 industries that continue to grow during a recession or not. Are you with me? Gambling, pornography, alcohol sales, sports and entertainment. The fifth one is health and wellness, particularly skincare, because people love to mask what they're going through. Come on, y'all, let's keep it real. Even during COVID, right? People were all introduced to being on what? Zoom. And on a Zoom, you would take care of the top half of your body, the bottom half, you would be in your pajamas. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's just it. Look, people take care of it and it just sells. And when people find something that works, they keep it. And people are looking for good skincare regimens. The self-care revolution is real. So what you're seeing tonight is Riman. Riman is the name of the brand, the company. And Riman stands for reborn, rebirth, gift of God, and independence. What you see under there are our 3 product lines, ICD, Bodalab, and the Lifening. As we expedite this, guys, look, this is our histocracy of Riman, established in 2018 in Korea. I love that because it had already been tested and proven. From a business standpoint, I don't like high risk, but I do like for it to be proven. Had already done 2.5 billion in sales, had already been rated as the #1 K beauty brand, had already sold 40 million bottles in South Korea. Do you know there's only 50 million people in South Korea? That's huge, guys. And then they decided that, look, we are going to launch in the United States and Canada. And at that point, 18 days later, though, my wife and I, we got started in this. And then since then, we've launched in Taiwan, Hong Kong, Mexico, Singapore, Malaysia, the Philippines, United Kingdom just last month, guys. And we're just getting started, about to launch in Japan. And guess what? Italy, Spain, Ireland, Colombia, Chile, Peru. Why is that? Because K-beauty, which has been a tradition, is trending globally. And the way to success is to find out where everybody else is going and you get there first. That's a clue. Guys, look. So this is our founder and Chairman Han. He was the #1 product formulator in all of Asia. Hold on, I'm going to let that one sit there for a minute. #1 product formulator in all of Asia. Doesn't get any better than that. Here's how this came about. He said, look, what if I could make a product that, while looking at my daughter there sleeping, that everybody, no matter what their age, ethnicity, or skin type, that they could maintain their youthful glow. So he went to work and created what we now call Riman, our ICD brand. And this is how it came about. Whereas now we're able to offer luxury skincare at an affordable rate. So this is our ICD, which stands for intercellular dermatology, our Bodalab, which is our hair care and our body care, and then our Lifening care, which is our collagen and our detox, guys. So this is what separates us. This is our distinction compared to everything else. Because can you go somewhere else and buy skincare? Yes. You can go to Target, you can go to the grocery store, but do you know what's in it? See, this is the problem. See, in the United States, where I live in Scottsdale, Arizona, do you know that in the United States, I don't think they passed federal regulation on the skincare industry since about 1938. Do you know here in the United States, they've only banned about 1,200 substances. Our products are Eve vegan certified, and then Germaderma tested. What does that mean? Do you know that over in the EU, they have banned about 30,000 substances? Our products are as clean as they get. Guys, that separates us from everything else out there because your skin is the largest pore on the body, and it's something that you should learn to take care of. And see, this right here is so important, but this is why we just don't do skin care, we do skin repair. Because a lot of products, they just actually go on top of the skin, they mask, they don't go into the lower epidermis. But because one, our nanoliposoma technology, it penetrates to the lower epidermis of skin. But then our ingredients, unlike anything else, Beyond Poo, what we did is we took Jeju Lava Energy Water and we took what is known, or what was known as Beyond Poo, also Asiatic Pennyworth, Tiger Grass, or Centella Asiatica. So watch this, y'all. We made our own plant. We took this Jeju Lava Energy Water, and I know there's some geologists on the line or people that like to study the facts. Well, let me help you. Can you get lava energy water in other places? Yes. You can go to Spain, it's too sandy. You can go to Hawaii, it's too deep. You can go to Japan, it's contaminated. So the only other place is Jeju, the island of Jeju, which is like the Hawaii of South Korea. So my wife and I just came back from there. Hear me. It's insane what they're doing over there. We have mastered skincare. And so this is why all other companies are trying to move their research and development over to Korea. So we took this water, we took this plant, and as you see in the lower picture there, we grew it larger and created our own plant known as Giant Beyond Poo. And just 2 months ago, we got a 20-year USDA patent, plus over in Jeju Island, which is a UNESCO heritage site, we are the only company that can use Beyond Poo in their skincare, cosmetics, or whatever ingredients. So we're the only ones that can do this. While everybody else out there is trying to white label products, nobody can do what we're doing. What I have been alluding to, Jeju Island, where we just came from. This is how, because of the vertical integration, we're able to go seed to sale, farm to face. See, because we own our own solar power stations, we have our own farm, we have our own Beyond Poo labs, we have our own water center. God, nobody is doing this in the skincare industry. Also, the founders of the company, the owner, they took all of the first year's profits and built us a resort over on Jeju Island. As you can see our pictures there, we just came back. And I've been in this industry of relationship marketing 35 years. I've been with other companies that promised that they were going to build us a resort or buy us a hotel or somewhere to go vacation. This company did it its first year. Instead of buying fancy cars and homes, they put it back into us to appreciate us. That's huge. So this is our resort there, just to show you what really happened and is happening on Jeju Island. Watch this.
Jeju Island, the birthplace of Inselderm, where nature and tradition inspire transformation. Made different, elevated to its full potential. The world's first and only smart farm for Pyeongpool, introducing the first of its kind, Giant Pyeongpool. Infused with Jeju Lava Energy Water, a powerhouse of intense hydration and radiant vitality. Experience the legendary glow and lifting effect of K-Beauty. Experience the difference, a difference you'll love. The all-new Inselderm, Riman.
Even our packaging right there, we partnered with Pentagram, New York, or the Madison Square Garden leading marketing firm. They market products like Lululemon, Louboutin. They do the fragrances for Gucci and Louis Vuitton. And understand, we partnered with them just to do our packaging and all of the it's huge, it's luxury, and it's amazing. So these are our farms, guys, where when you go there, and you can actually qualify to go there once you achieve the director position, so you can see it for yourself. And guys, everything that we have been telling people, I promise you, I I've seen too much. I know too much. And what we are positioned to do right now, this is like being back in 1963 on the front end of a Mary Kay, or 1959 on the front end of an Amway, or 1976 in Apple, or 2008 to being on the front end of a Bitcoin. Stay with me. This is amazing, guys. And then on top of that, guys, just to show you here, and for some reason, oh, my computer just froze up. There you go. So ICD stands for intercellular dermatology. This is our skincare. We have a water-based line and an oil-based line. But what separates Korean skincare from everything else is the practice, the philosophies of cleansing, hydration, and protection. Actually, double cleansing, double hydration. Dr. Matlock, who's on our scientific advisory board, he's a doctor to the stars, Beverly Hills 90210. He actually said it, that what separates Korean skincare from everything else is because they practice double cleansing, double hydration, and protection. It takes care of your past, your present, and your future. I love that, guys. Then on top of that, guys, just to show you, because I needed to see proof. I needed to see that, hey, this worked on all skin types. Because again, when my wife and I saw this, there were no brown people here. There were just a room of Korean people waiting on this product to come here. And we sat there, we saw this and said, okay, wow. And we knew that we were onto something here, but I needed to see proof. And so I began to ask for before after pictures. I began to have people take before after pictures. And you see the young lady in the middle, because I said up front, it doesn't matter what your age type is. And I know that youth are really bothered by bullying today. So this is a girl with one application, one use of the regimen in Dallas, Texas. We had gone down there and she did this. She had eczema, one use of it. She was just smiles, because this is more. I tell people I don't sell skin. I share skincare. I'm selling confidence and compliments. When people look better, they feel better. This is huge, guys, but it doesn't stop there. It goes on. There's stories after story, pictures after pictures. This young lady here on the left side, she did not want it to work. She gave me every excuse on why it wouldn't work. 14 days later, do you see there? Then this lady here, she's been using the product for 2 years now. Her skin is flawless.
How old are you? 58? 58? 55. She's 55. And look at her skin.
55 and doesn't have a wrinkle. And then you see me in the corner. I started to look like my mother. I love my mother, but I didn't want to say the wrinkles under the eyes or the dark spots. So my wife said, you need to start to use the product. Well, guess what? I started to use the product. Do you see? That's how, look. Then here, MJ Kim from Atlanta, Georgia. She had 4 children. Anybody that has had children, your body takes a turn when you have multiple children. She had 4 children. Her skin began to change. Well, this is her skin today. Then Tim Her. I knew him then and I know him now. Guys, look, the stories are endless. That's my friend down there, Christian Rosario, a good friend of Manny Pacquiao. And he said, look, I have a bout with rosacea. Send me the product. He used the product. Do you see what happened to his skin? So look, the stories are endless. People are talking about it. And then we just came out with what I call healthy makeup or clean makeup. This is huge. So look, I may not use it, but it may get on me if my wife is using it, and she does. So because of her, I know about the lip tint and the lip oil. I'm sorry, we grown on here. I'm just saying, this stuff right here is amazing. So this right here is an industry in itself. And then our body care. The body care alone, the body wash alone has collagen 3 in it. That right there, it feels like you're bathing in lotion. But then the hair care, this is where I want those of you that are seeing this for the first time. I want to talk business and I'm going to transition here, but I want you to think bigger. I want you to think distribution points, because some of you are here, you're in real estate, you're in insurance, you're already busy, but you understand having multiple streams of income. You're focused on this, but you don't mind having additional streams of income. See, look, The way to success, I already told you, is to find out where everybody else is going and you get there first. But if you're the only one contributing to your income, you forfeit your right for financial freedom in the United States of America. And if you have residual bills, you need to get you some residual income. So this is why even millionaires and billionaires are saying the network marketing industry is the way to do it because it allows you to have leverage and freedom. This is huge. So this is where I want you to think. Who do you know with skin? Who do you know that's an esthetician? Who do you know that's a beautician? They're looking for good products to add into their brand. Why don't you be the one to tell them about it? Let's say you know a beautician and you tell them about the shampoo, the conditioner, the hair serum, and they begin to carry it in their product line. See, our products have already been clinically tested and proven. After 1 week of use, 83% scalp trouble level has decreased. 29% of your moisture level in your hair will increase. 20% of the strength level. But look at that last one. After 4 weeks of using our Bodalab hair care line, 62% of your hair loss has decreased. That's huge. And the stories go on and on and on. So again, who do you know? Who do you know that has hair? Who do you know that has skin? Uh-huh. Who do you know that is a barber or a beautician? You should tell them about the Bodalab product. Why not? Then the lightening line, your body, your internal consumption. This right here is huge. And this is our detox and our collagen. But we are going in, us here in the United States, we have our Thanksgiving holiday coming up. And this lightening, I will tell you, there is no better time of the year to be talking about this. I just heard someone say that when you take this psyllium husk, which is a natural fiber, it goes into the lower intestine and it scrapes the walls and cleanses out the toxin and the impurities. And it isn't aggressive, but it does. It, guys, it works. We hear of ladies that are slimming their waistline, losing weight from using this. But I just got off a call a minute ago and the lady said, no, this product here, it will remove the turkey dinner you had 5 years ago. Oh, that's huge. That right there is huge. Y'all can laugh at that. That I love. And then the collagen, guys, it has a pomegranate blueberry flavor where we even have some restaurants that are adding in our beauty collagen and adding on beauty drinks to their menu. And you can take a collagen shot or they're the making drinks on their menu with our collagen. So who do you know that owns a restaurant? Again, you remember, you're thinking too small. I said, I want you to think bigger. I want you to think leverage. I want you to think points of distribution. Now, just in saying that, from a business perspective, who do you know? I had someone that signed up an esthetician to the stars down in Miami Beach. So again, who do you know? As we begin to talk business, listen to her testimony.
So I saw this and I'm like, hey, this is something that I could do while my clients are probably getting a treatment. They might be sitting under the hair steamer. They might be laying back in the sink. This is something that I could do. We do have a skincare department in my spa. I have a skincare specialist that, do these services. But this is something you could probably do on somebody, 15, 30 minutes, and they're going to see the results right away, and they're going to want the product. That is what attracted me to it. I know that the Koreans are notorious for making the best skincare product. Like I said, I don't know what they put in it, but you see the results right away. Like one of my former employees flew to Korea a few months ago just to go buy skincare. And then when I heard that this was the number one company, I didn't see why I shouldn't partner with them. I mean, my clients are people like Paris Hilton, Naomi Campbell, Claudia Jordan, Aaliyah, Ashanti. I mean, the list goes on. And then I have the hip hop dudes too, like Rick Ross, T.I., Memphis Bleak, Ludacris, Venus and Serena Williams, Dwayne Wade, Shaquille O'Neal. So my list is long, right? It's very impressive. So I know these people are into taking care of their skin. So this is a product that I see that could, enhance my business.
Look here, guys. I think my screen may have frozen, but you heard her as well. So I'm going to see if I can advance this and we will keep it going. It is. All right. So from a business perspective, look here. Can we keep it real? And can I just talk to you from this standpoint? As far as the products, get back with the person that invited you here and tell them, hey, look, I want to try that. I want to try the skincare. I want to take the 7-day challenge, right? I want to do a before picture and I want to do an after picture. Try that. Get back with the person that invited you here and try the ritual, the regimen, develop you a routine with just that, or the hair care or the body care. But from a business perspective, guys, look, people today are just trying to find a way to offset the cost of living. Guys, our socio-economic climate is changing. It has already changed. Scranton University just said that 48% of people today are not prepared for a $400 emergency. Can I talk to you? The U.S. revolving credit card debt today is $7,279.81. That's occurring interest and does not ever get paid down. 64% of people are living paycheck to paycheck, and 48% of people that are earning over 6 figures a year today are also living paycheck to paycheck. So, look here. People are just trying to find a way to breathe again. I was talking to a lady. See, there's about 80% of you here on this call where you just want to make an extra $500 a month. Well, guess what? We got you. There's about 15% of you on this call where you need an extra $500 a week. Guess what? We got you. And then there's about 5% of you here on this call where you sit here and say, no, you know what? It's my time. I deserve an extra $500 a day. I can do that. I can see myself living like that. Well, guess what? We got you. But again, you want to position yourself. First mover's advantage. You want to get started in an industry where everybody else is going and something that's growing. Do you know that Amazon just opened up a brick and mortar in the UK because K Beauty is outperforming Amazon's top 3 beauty brands? That's a clue. The global skincare industry in the US in 2019 did $10 billion. It's predicted to do $30 billion just here in the US by 2029. Netflix says 60% of its users are watching something with Korean content. Guys, the K influence is everywhere. Turn on the Grammys. Guys, K-pop is, I mean, it's here. It's growing. It's no longer a tradition. It's trending. Shake Shack just added on a Korean inspired menu. In other words, from a business standpoint, it just makes sense. Look there at the bottom of the screen. It's not Jermaine Johnson. Vogue said Korean skincare is like living in the year 2050. And then the United States just said that K Beauty is predicted to be one of this year's and next year's largest GDPs. Guys, that's huge. See, we moved from the day of brick and mortar to now the day of click and order. 71% of people, they buy online and they buy from people they know, like, and trust. So who do you know? Guys, who do you know with skin? Who do you know? Guys, so everybody can become a customer. But look here. I like to show this. I like to show the money abbreviated. There's videos to support this that go in depth, but we don't have time to do this. I want to respect your time. This is broken down into 3 ways. Anybody can get started as a planner, but planner incurs it incites the psychology of working, and you do need to work because the only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. But how about I call you a brand ambassador? Everybody can get started as a planner, brand ambassador, for $20. In the United States, $20, or wherever that you are, it may differ, but $20 to become a brand ambassador. Wait, did he say $20? Yeah, $20. Hold on. You mean to tell me I can join Riman as a business planner for 20? Yes, not for the month, but for the year. Now, at that point, you're getting 10% rebate on everything that you purchase. So those are for people that you just want to do brand influencing. You just want to post, right? You want to do things on Instagram, TikTok, and all that. That's fine. But for those of you that understand social selling, social retailing, I'm going to encourage you. You want to hurry to the manager or senior manager position. You achieve those positions when you eclipse 3,000 sales points, SP, or 6,000 within a 3-month window. Now, guess what? You don't have to wait 3 months. You can purchase up to that. And because we have a 90% of the dollar equation, that's roughly about $3,500 in sales or $6,600 in sales. It doesn't have to be your own purchases, but those add to it so you can purchase up to that. I have a pastor friend, councilman, because they understand business. They said, wait, I don't want to wait 3 months. You mean to tell me I can get started at senior manager? So I start off at 30%? Yes. So however you want to do it, you do it organically or you get started there. Team leader and above, where you go from 40 to some 54%, that's for people that, one, you know network marketing works. Two, you love yourself. Three, you love people and you like helping people and building teams. That's team leader and above, where you start 40%. Guys, now here's what I like to highlight the integrity of what we're doing here. Look, we don't even have a mandatory auto ship. That's insane. And once you eclipse the manager position or senior manager, you're coded at that. You never have to requalify for it. We've done away with all the games that they have played in this industry, and we are creating and keeping something good that's really going to bless a lot of people for a long time. So all of the rest, there's about 6 other ways for you to get paid in this revenue and rewards plan. Leadership check matches when you help other people become leaders in the company. And all it is team leader, where you're helping a lot of people, guys, right? You look, at that point, you're going to begin to get 40% from what your first team leader does, but then they know somebody that's going to be better than you. Well, you're going to get 20%. Then they know somebody that goes team leader. They just run away. You don't even know them, guys, but you're getting paid on people that pay just because you saw it first. We're just getting started here. But then the unilevel is a portion that we just put into the compensation plan just last year. And it's been incredible, where people are just adding on to their check because people don't want, look, grandmama said, if you got a $5 bill and a $20 bill on the table, though, which one do you take? You take both of them, y'all. Take both. Why are you leaving money on the table? So the way you tap into the unilevel portion is when you are at least doing 1,000 business points per month. And then you have your 10 customers. Guys, if you do it, your team is going to do it. And what's going to happen there is you unlock additional percentages within the compensation plan. So let me just say you have a hypothetical. Let me give you a hypothetical. This is November. You get started. So November, December, January, February, March, April, you have about 1,000 people in your organization that are all sold out on being unilevel qualified because they want to make all of the money. They don't want to leave any. Guys, if they're all doing that, guys, you're making an extra $33,000 on top of all the rest of your paycheck, on top of team leader tech match and everything else. Let's say, can you do it 90%? Let's say they do it 90% wrong and 10% right. That's still an extra 3,300 just added in on your monthly income. Let's say they double that. That's still an extra 66,000. We have people doing that on a part-time basis. Now, of course, you're in a business. You're in a skincare, health and wellness business. So you want to get product. Guys, it's hard. That's like you opening a gas station and you don't have any gas. Nobody's coming. You want to get product. You can't rub a brochure on someone's face. So these are the starter kits. And the starter kits are only available for you your first 30 days. What's so important about these is that you get free product that you can use, that you can resell, and that you can share. We have these things called K pop-ups, or whatever you want to call them, sipping samples, go and glows, glow up parties. People come over to the house, they try the product, they use the products, right? 6, 7, 8, 6 minutes, 7 products, 8 steps, 6, 7, 8, invest in your face. 9 and 10, true beauty starts from within. That's the collagen and the detox. Y'all know I made that up, but that was good, huh? Look here. And you do that, guys, at that point, look, people are loving the products when you put it on them, but you can get started. Let's say you want to get started at the senior manager position. Well, then you would invest and you get 4 of the premium kits. Or let's say you have a person, they get 2 of the premium kits and you get 2. Guess what? You're a senior manager. Guys, that's the way, right? We got started because we understand return on investment. Let's say they can't do that. Then the starter kit plus, it gives you some of the products. And then for those of you that just want to put your toe in the water, that's the starter kit X line. You can do that. That's just for your own consumption, or so you can get your own story, because it's hard for you to share what you're using also in your bathroom. Is that all right? So, and then in Canada, there's the products there in Canada. But why everybody is so excited, why everybody else is online right now talking to people, is because Black Friday. Ours is a Black Friday week. So now there's special bundles that are available all week long that even started selling out today. It's insane. People are going crazy, not just all over the United States, but all around the world right now. But this is huge, guys, for those in the United States, Canada, guys, and anywhere else, because people are finding a way to get their order in no matter what. But these are the different bundles, guys. And of course, there were additional free products that came with the first 1,000. Of course, the first 1,000 of probably all of these are already gone. But the main thing is that you get them because they're going to give you additional travel points as well. Also, what better time for you to get started, because we also have our fast start bonus as well. But right now, going on at our corporate office in Irvine, guys, a 33,000 square foot building that we purchased $14 million cash for, that we just bought. We told them to lease and they bought it. But this is going on right now tonight. So look, I'm telling you, who do you know in the Irvine area? Every Monday, you can have them go to the house of Riman. And of course, you don't have to talk the way I talk. And some people say, well, Mr. Johnson, why are you always excited and on that level? Well, because if you haven't picked up on it yet, I stutter. I have a speech impediment. They labeled me as handicapped. So if I stay up here, I don't stutter. So therefore, I'm not going to let you bring me down, because this is what I am called to do. But if I can do this, look, all you got to do is put people in front of the information. So look, if it's not me, or if you know someone that's Spanish speaking, we have a presentation going on there. The orientation tomorrow night to help you get started. You don't have to do the work. Leverage us. But then look, we know it's holidays, but is your business open or closed for the holidays? We have a Spanish presentation coming up on tomorrow as well as on Wednesday. Guys, Christy Bellinston, I mean, she is just a phenom in the industry and on social media. I dare you to put people in front of her. She is way more eloquent and versed and polished than I am. I'm just happy and having a good time. Is that all right? Then another orientation for our Spanish speaking community. Then presentations for the UK are coming up also on the 26th. That market is exploding. So who do you know in the UK? Who do you know in Japan? Tony Robbins said it's no longer 6 degrees of separation, it's 2 degrees. You know someone that knows someone in the UK looking for an opportunity or looking for some K beauty. You know someone that knows someone in Japan, right? Or in Singapore or in the Philippines that wants to get started in this. So you need to get to them before somebody else does, because you do. You want them on your team. See, continue to do your real estate. Continue to do your insurance. Continue to do what you do, but think distribution points. Then, of course, the holidays here, and then Black Friday, as I've told you about. So, with that said, in closing, look here. Our next event, Long Beach. So you want to put that on your calendar. You at least want to be at the team leader position before you get to Long Beach, because we want to celebrate you. You want to walk the stage, come to the parties, come to the dinners, all of those things. So we'll see you there. And then, of course, that's the arena that we're going to be in. Until now, we have been in hotel ballrooms. This is our first convention where we are going to a grand arena. That's a clue of what's happening. Then Costa Rica. You can qualify to go to Costa Rica by getting travel points. Travel points comes from selling product. Well, that's why I mentioned it during the Black Friday sale, because the Black Friday sale they're giving people double travel points. So what better time for you to qualify to go on this trip? And if you have not been on a trip with Riman, I'm telling you, it's amazing. We went, seriously, you don't pull your credit card. It's first class all the way through. Look, you got to go. Then, of course, as I've been alluding to throughout this presentation, look, we are opening all over the world. Who do you know? This is one of those opportunities that you pray about. And my mentor said, whenever an opportunity comes to your door, please don't have to run back to get your coat. You want to walk through it. Guys, look, 52% of people, they live in present fear or past regret. I don't want you to have regret that you missed out on this. And I pray that you no longer walk in fear. You don't have anything to lose. You only have everything to gain here. Japan is about to open. But look, numbers don't lie. People do. Do you know that on Google, the search for Korean skincare is up 350% year over year? Do you know that 56% of American women have shown interest in K beauty? Do you know that 46% of Gen Z consumers are actively using Korean skincare products? Do you know that 80% of women who try K beauty products report high satisfaction levels? Or did you know that 70% of the satisfied customers go on to repurchase K Beauty products? And that indicates a strong brand loyalty. Last slide, and I'm done. I've been trying to talk to you from a business standpoint all the way through this because you want to think POD, points of distribution. You don't have to believe Jermaine Johnson. This was aired January 2nd, the second day of 2025. And I heard this and it resonated so clear. Pay attention to this and I'm done.
Our New Year's series is looking at different areas of your life that you could use a reset. This morning, we're talking about skincare. If you've spent any time on social media, you probably know that skincare routines have become very popular in the last few years. In fact, the global skincare industry is projected to be worth more than $260 billion by 2027. I believe this, and that's...
Hold on. 260 billion by 2027. Guys, look here. The only question is how much of that will flow into your household? They say it's a sad thing here in America today. One mother can raise 4 children today, but 4 children can't retire one mother. You go to the Walmart, you see our grandparents still working. You go to the Costco or the Home Depot, you see our grandparents still working. Somebody's going to have to stand in the gap and pay the price to change the legacy of your tree. I'm going to encourage you guys right now in today's society, when Amazon just laid off 14,000 people, UPS just laid off 48,000 people, Paramount Pictures just laid off another 2,000. Look, and AI is taking over so many jobs. The best economists say the best thing for people to do right now is to invest in communities. You find you a group, a tribe of people that are doing something different. And Riman, we are built on doing something different. We are going to help so many people discover their light, find it from the inside out, and project that to the world and create a community, a wealthy community, but that have that glow and are glowing all over the world. Get back with the person that invited you. I don't love anybody to death. I love everybody to life, but I want you to live your dreams. I want you to live them out loud, and I do want you to live them with us. Welcome to Riman. Welcome to the family. Y'all be blessed. Happy holidays. Bye. I'm done, y'all. I'm done. Bye. Go. Bye.